and welcome to my practice. My name is Coco, I'm a health and wellness coach, and I'm hailing from another gorgeous autumnal Melbourne, Australia. So I'm out here in Caulfield and Wellington, one of the gorgeous churches that prevails Melbourne, and I'm enjoying the last of autumn sun rays. So we've been working really hard, and we're going to be down on all fours again. And yes, we're going to be working upper body, so good old push-ups. Now, I would suggest graduating to the ground by starting at a wall, or I've got a tree here. The wider you go, the easier it is. This tree's not wide enough for me to do a wide arm push-up, so I'll do a tricep push-up. As I go up, the harder it is. Now, from the wall, I would graduate to a bench, and from a bench, I would graduate to a desk, and then I would come down to the ground. And whilst on the ground, I would actually start off with the wide push-ups. So we're going to go on all fours. All fours. And we're going to go wide. And we're just simply going to be doing a wide push-up. So we just come down, scoot our noses against the ground and come back up. First one way, then the other. So, and then over time, we come in. And then, as always, the other. Until we get to the point where we are going to be working on our triceps. So, it's the same deal, but I would bend my elbows. Now, I can bend my elbows and then scoot as far down as I can. It will depend on how strong you are. Yeah, and then the other way. These are deceptively difficult. So if you're thinking, yeah, I can just smash these, if your triceps aren't very strong, you're actually going to be starting to widen your arms. So you need to graduate to this. Okay? So, it is bending my elbows, coming down, scooting along. Yeah? That way's easier. This way is harder. Okay, so one way may be easy for you to get down, the other one not so hard, not so easy. Depends on which muscles are dominant in the exercise. So work your way into that. And then of course, there are where you're graduating to more of your plank. And of course, this is harder again. And so, start off wide. And then work your way up from there. Like I said, oops, plank, and then work your way in. Now, with any exercise, I recommend mastering the real basics. So for me, my passion is singing, and when I'm practicing, I work on for months and months the absolute basics. Every single day, I start off with my basics, and I master those basics before I go on. So, my honest opinion, well, advice, not opinion, start off and master the basics. Smash those before you go on. Yeah? And then, of course, and it is the last exercise that Joseph Pilates had. This is his 34th exercise. He's really clever. He kills birds with stones. So he incorporates a hammy stretch before going into the isometric plank. And then the last component is the push-up. Now, if you were doing an exercise class and you're doing that type of push-up, you won't get that many in. Now, the trick with a push-up is strengthening. So if you're going really fast, you're using momentum, you're getting the elasticity from the muscles helping you up. Is that anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. Because if you're a person who requires fast action, you need to be using those fast twitch muscles. If you are trying to get stronger, you need to utilize your slow twitch muscles, and therefore you go slow. So fast is good for those powerful, dynamic athletes, and you can look at your sprinters. There's just so many. There are so many different types of athletes that use the power, the fast twitch muscles. And then you've got your slow twitch muscles. They are the ones that hold you up. So as always, as you know, we're feathered, shoulders down and back, blah, 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 blah. And that's about switching on your slow twitch muscles to help support you. Strength. So start out, work your way in to the triceps, working those smaller ones. Yes, you're still working the triceps in this action, but getting a lot of help from these big muscles. So your homework is to go out, standing, graduate, eventually down to the floor, starting back out, and then coming in until you're able to do full body triceps. Now that takes as long as it takes. Like I have been working on my vocals on and off for 13 years, and I always, my warm-up includes the most basic of exercises. They are deadpan boring, but they are deadpan necessary. So master your basics and then come and graduate to the more challenging ones. So from now on in, I have pretty much demonstrated what you can do with your body. So now my job is to find how I can graduate them further with as little as possible, because the whole point of these exercises are no excuses. If I can cycle around Melbourne and more often than not I've got 5-inch heels on and I'm dressed in tight clothing, I don't want to hear the excuse that I don't have the attire for it, because that is rubbish. So that's first and foremost, no excuses. The second one is for you to build a solid foundation, starting off and mastering the basics. Once you've got the basics, everything else is easy. You build it upon a really strong foundation, and that is the key, building a strong foundation. So what we've been dealing with the last couple of months all across the world is this COVID-19. I'm one of the few people who I know that has been deadpan, just everything's okay. And the reason why I'm okay is because, first and foremost, I don't have the luxury of being self-indulgent within myself to panic. Panic gets you nowhere. If ever you want to find a solution, panicking is not where you're going to find it. You are going to find it within yourself when you are cool, calm and collected. And it is all about building that solid base. So I have built a solid base so that when adversity hits me, I'm like, oh, okay, I've got to deal with something. And because I've built that foundation, I can deal with anything. So I don't want life to throw too many more challenges at me. I have enough. But what I am saying is simply to you, no excuses, get out there and do it. Cheers.